Uneenania muvyu yiulu uvetangwa kwa kinandu cha maendeeo ma iliombunge Ng-Cdf niwakusiiwa umunthi mbungeni nene vala Ayumbe kwa vamwe mavuthiisya utwio wa koti kana kinandu kiu ni uvathukanu na miao. Ayumbe measya Ng-Cdf Itethetye Enenthi Muno na kuvetangwa kwayo nikuumisya mwenenthi. Ayumbe mendekethya kinandu kimiiwe kimiao mayathana kwika chonthe kila kitoneka ungu wa vina ula menaw'o ta Ayumbe kuikithya kana kinandu ni chaendeea lina musangi na mauvu.
As an intellectual and as a bright lawyer, this is one thing I am willing to defend to my grave. Bora usiguze Ng-Cdf. Wengine wanasema bora usiguze mulima, mimi bora usiguze Ng-Cdf. Hapo tutapigana.
Kavinda ni kalame Uneenania utwio wa koti wa kana kinandu kia CDF take uvetwakanu na miao ya katiba kanzi ya Kenya mbungeni ya kati Ayumbe kivathukanu ni meyumilia kutetea kinandu vala meuweta ilovyesya kinandu Itethetye niwakusiiwa kutetheesya syai kumaeve ndivisya masukulu.
We have got a testimony of the number of people who have been educated, orphans who have become doctors, orphans who have become pilots, orphans who have become lawyers because of the matter of the CDF, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I just followed the ruling in the court, and it seems majority of the three judges actually, they don't have even children in this country. Because they are rich, they think they can only educate their children in London without depending on CDF, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, removing the CDF out of this country is going to be travesty of justice.
Without CDF, the children of the Dasanaj, the people who live on the shores of Lake Turkana, will not be able to go to school. The Elmolos, the Sakuyes of Dabel. For those of us from the pastoralist communities, the marginalized, we feel that CDF is the fund that has arrived. When on just the span that three judges can sit at the bench and say this is unconstitutional. Unconstitutional to who?
So that the children can be in school. Ng-Cdf does not help rich families, it helps poor families. So we are appealing as Kenyans, not as members of parliament, as Kenyans, that this was a wrong move to deny Kenyans and the population of the children an opportunity to be in school. Look at the scenario now. First of all, it is delayed all the time. And then now it is said it's unconstitutional. So, Madam Speaker, I think that the court needs to sit down and rethink.
We make sure this important fund is entrenched in the Constitution. And this House has the power to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, honorable members, the boys in our court, can we do that as soon as possible so that we bury this matter forever?
Honorable Speaker, when you do tabulation, you'll realize that in the 2.5% that we get, or the constituencies get in terms of the Ng-Cdf, each constituency gets about 120 million at the highest, or 140 million shillings. Honorable Speaker, with the allocated amounts in the counties, some counties that get about 11 billion in the shared revenue, place in their budget 500 million for the office of the governor's expense. 500 million. But Ng-Cdf for the consumption of the common mwananchi, only 100 million. With 11 billion in some counties, and even some of them getting up to 15 billion, you will actually need a microscope, and I've said this several times, to see what governors do. All primary schools in the constituency. It has built in excess of 7 new schools. Out of the 12 new schools in Nairobi, 7 of them are in Dagoretti South constituency. Madam Speaker, it has improved the working status of the officers in Gao, made sure that our people are served in dignified places.
Instead of our judges fixing what is not working, they want to destroy what is working.
Yingini maweta kana kinandu Itethetye kuya Ayumbe vala yuwethe nikiuvetangwa Ayumbe makala simika kuthukumana ilovyesya mivuko yo moto la utwio wa koti. Guripoti ya vilingi wa mauvu nilina musangi.